So tell me, are you ready to discover some new books? If yes, then keep watching this video. Hi there, I'm Manpreet. I make book related videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. In today's video, I am bringing my book haul that hasn't happened for a long time because I haven't been buying many books, but I have acquired almost 10 books. Some were gifts, some were review copies, and some were bought by me. So without further ado, let's get started with this video. Today's video is actually sponsored by the author of this very beautiful comic book, Rahul P. Bhandare. The author has done BTech and now works in the advertising industry. This book is a very short, very beautiful and very nice comic book called Tock. It is a comic book about a watch. Basically, the story of a watch, where it begins and what happens to it in the end, or what it becomes. It's a very short comic book, and honestly, I haven't read comic books since a long time, and I was really delighted to receive this copy and actually go through it, and it's all like illustrated, and from inside this is how it looks like. I really enjoyed reading this comic book. Took me like about 10 minutes, even lesser than that, but really enjoyed it. The story is good, and I believe if you are into comic books, you can check it out, and it would be an ideal gift for kids who are into comic books. And honestly, I personally am planning to do some coloring here, which I don't know if my existing audience knows about the coloring books that I have. I actually have just one, but it's a massive book, and I really like to color to de-stress myself, and I would really love to color in this comic book as well. I know it might offend some people, but yeah, that is the first book in my book haul video, and I'm really thankful to the author for sponsoring today's video. The second book was actually a review copy, and you have already seen me talking about it, Alumni of the Year by Tomson Robert. I have done the review of this book. I'll link it down below. I loved it so much. It's a story of this guy named Dave who is struggling to find a work-life balance, and I really liked this book a lot. It really connected with me. It's funny, it's humorous, and it's thoughtful, thought-provoking, and makes you just feel good. And that's the second book in my book haul. The third book in my book haul video is actually Pink and Blue by Ritu, Vaishnav, and the art is by Vishnu M. Nair. This is actually a gift from Penguin India, and it is a children's book in which a mother attempts to start the conversations about gender stereotypes with her little kid. And I really liked this book. I read it, and I feel like this is something that mothers would really like to buy for their little kids, and start these conversations about gender stereotypes. So I really like this book, and thank you so much to Penguin India for sending this book to me. I feel like this would be really enjoyable to be read by kids. I actually have a lot of illustrated books in this book haul, incidentally. The fourth book is again a review copy. It's Tatva, Soul and Karma by Tanuj, Lalchandani. Again, this is beautifully illustrated. It's a religion cum astrology book which talks about different gods and goddesses of Hindu religion, and also about the impact of different planets. I'm trying to just open this book to a good illustration, and it's not just opening like wide. There are like lots of illustrations, and yeah, this is one of my favorite ones, and the whole book is full of illustrations. I have already read it, and I really liked it. I have reviewed this book again. I'll link it down below in the description so you can check it out. Next book is a graphic novel that I'm really excited about, and it's again a gift from DC. This book is Teen Titans Raavan by Garcia and illustrated by Gabriel Piccolo. This is a beautiful graphic novel. I haven't read it yet, but obviously in this book haul, I tried to include the books that I haven't read yet because I was supposed to do it earlier. It took a bit of time because I was collecting these books. And let's talk about this book now. So this book is about this girl who has lost her foster mom and her memory, and she moves to this new place to start a new life, but eventually she will have to figure out what's buried in her past, face the things that are buried in her past, and the darkness that is spreading throughout herself. And this is what the book is about. I'm really thankful to DC for sending me this package. I actually opened it in one of my reading vlogs. They sent me a couple of things. There's a beautiful bookmark inside. here it is, and they also sent me some nice headphones, earphones. So I am really thankful to them for sending me this book, and I'm really excited to try out this graphic novel. By the way, guys, the links to all of these books that I'm mentioning are down below in the description. If you want to check them out, please go ahead and check those links and buy the books that you may feel interested in, okay? Number 6 book is again a review copy, Malhar by Vivek Kumar. It's a Hindi novel. It's the second book after Arthala, which was my favorite last year. I just could not stop talking about that book, and I know so many people of my audience. I haven't had a better response to any book from my audience, okay? The people who watch me and people who take up my recommendations, and who I'm really grateful to. Honestly, Arthala was a book that not only was great for me but also was great for my audience, because so many of you guys picked it up and talked to me about it and told me about it and enjoyed it. So it was really amazing when the author reached out to me once again to review this book. So I'm done with 128 pages. My Hindi reading speed is very slow, so I'm taking my time with it, but I'm really excited about this book as well. So far, I have enjoyed it. This book dives into the story after the story of Arthala, because in the end of the Arthala, there is this big event that happens, and our main character, our main protagonist, Vidhan, he just runs from this place, and the book starts when he's just running back to safety, and then it goes into another kingdom. Okay, so in Arthala there are a lot of different kingdoms. So here is the map. So last time in the book we were focusing on Arthala very much, but this time we are actually focusing more on the Asur kingdom, which is right here, Kaji Pradesh or Malhar. There's a lot of stuff happening here, and obviously all of these kingdoms are also in the picture, and I'm just really excited about how the plot is going to build up, and really excited about this book as well. Next book is something that I got as a gift from Bhargavi, who is one of my viewers, and now I feel like she's my dear pen friend, because she has sent me so many gifts and we have talked so much, and it's just amazing to just see that kind of love from you guys for me. So she sent me Pet Sematary by Stephen King just after I finished Doctor Sleep by Stephen King. So she knew I would want to read Pet Sematary. So I started reading it. It's about this man who moves with his wife and 2 kids to a new place to start a new job. And where they live, behind that, there's a pet cemetery, CEMA1 pet cemetery, okay? And that is where kids from this place bury their dead animals. And obviously, it's a Stephen King novel, so it has horror elements, it has supernatural elements involved in it, and I have been reading it. I'm done with 268 pages of this book. Honestly, it's very disturbing, and that's what the author has said in his note as well, because he himself feels like this is the most disturbing book he has written. And it is disturbing. I'm still making my way through it, so I'll share more of my views about it in my reading vlog. So please check out my reading vlogs, okay, or my mini reviews videos as well, where I do the reviews of all the books that I read in the past month. So please check out that as well, okay. Next was again a review copy, and I know I read it a long time back, but I never hauled it, and these book haul videos are my way of just knowing which are the books that I own. So this is Narasimha by Kevin Missal. Now Kevin Missal is India's best-selling author who is writing new kind of fantasy and mythological fiction novels. He has written Kalki trilogy. 2 books are out so far, and I have loved both of those books and reviewed them. Narasimha is about the 4th avatar of Vishnu, and I honestly like this book so much more than Kalki books, and I really enjoyed reading this book. I have reviewed it. I'll link it down below in the description, so do check out the review as well. So yeah, that is the 3rd last book in my book haul, and my phone would just not stop buzzing. Now, 2nd last book in my book haul is something which I think everybody knows by now, that I am very disappointed with this book, Raavan by Amish Tripathi. I actually started reading it right after I got it, and it wasn't such a good experience. I have reviewed it, but somehow, like, the whole experience with this book was so bad, and then the video also came out really bad, and I just didn't want to go through those moments once again. So that bad video with the massive audio problem is there if you want to try it out. Otherwise, I'll link down my reading blog where I have discussed this book, and why I found it so problematic and why I found it so not problematic, but I found it very, very disappointing. Okay, the last book in my book haul is something that I'm really excited about because this is the book 2 in the Heroes of Olympus series by Riordan. Now, this is called The Son of Neptune. This follows the story after the first book, obviously. I have read the first book and I just loved it so much. See, Percy Jackson series is another series by this author, and there are 5 books in that series, and I kind of enjoyed it. Okay, I enjoyed it very much. But I really loved the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series. So even when I was on a book buying ban, I bought only these 2 books because this one was something which all of my viewers wanted me to read and review, and this one was something I personally wanted to read a lot. So I was like, Manpreet, just break your ban for a moment and buy this book. That's what I did, and I'm really excited to read this one as well. And yes, guys, these are all the 10 books that are in my book haul for this month. These are all the 10 books that I've acquired in last few months. I have been on a book buying ban because I have almost 200 plus books on my shelf right now, physical books on my shelf, mostly bought by me, that I haven't read so far. So I want to go through those books. So I am just cutting down on book shopping. But I really hope you enjoyed this book haul video and it lets you discover some new books or know about some new books that you might want to add to your TBR to be read pile. So yes, let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this book haul, and if you want me to do more book hauls, just let me know in the comments down below. I really need your feedback and appreciate your feedback and appreciate you taking your time to comment down below and even watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure you hit a thumbs up and also subscribe to me if you're watching me for the first time, and if you have watched this video until now, please subscribe. And that's it for this video. Again, a huge thanks to Rahul P. Bhandare for sponsoring today's video, and do check out this comic book TikTok. It's linked down below in the description. And yes, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Manpreet signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.